about me being uncomfortable wherever I am. You ain't never gotta worry about me. You ain't never gotta worry about me. You ain't never gotta worry about me being uncomfortable with who I am.
Stop! Though, so the title is 10 videos that'll 10 videos that'll give you anxiety. So I'm pretty sure I don't have anxiety, but something tells me that this video will make me have anxiety. But first, I want to know the exact definition of anxiety. Anxiety spelling? No. Anxiety can be normal in stressful situations such as public speaking or taking a well, I mean, I didn't do public speaking, but I did do stand-up comedy for the very first time a couple of years ago. It's on my channel. Just look up stand-up, I guess. And I freaked out. Yeah. I guess so. I mean, I guess that was the first time I ever had I experienced anxiety. But wow, I didn't think about that. But I mean, I usually don't have it, so I guess it's rare for me to have it. But I feel like this is gonna be one of those instances. One of these, this video is gonna make me, So, here we go. Sup! Go!
Anxiety is our first natural reaction to a perceived threat.
It's not mine.
A precursor to fear.
I'm hauling
As we
ass.
analyze these videos, be sure to tell me which ones gave you the most anxiety and why. Number 10. This public official in Costa Rica is in the middle of a press release.
What is that?
A small wasp buzzes all around his face. The man is caught up with his speech and he doesn't notice it until he accidentally takes the wasp into his mouth.
Los debates naturales que hay en una zona tan importante como esta.
Oh! What? What? How did you... What? How did you... That doesn't make... What?
A member of the media sees the whole thing and her facial expression changes to anxiety as she puts her hand to her mouth in surprise, clearly waiting for him to scream. You can see the wasp has a tiny stinger that could deal a lot of pain to the soft tissue of the mouth or gums. I'm amazed that he didn't get stung, or if he did, he played it off well. Number 9. Passengers on a ride at the state fair dangle helplessly high in the air.
Hell no!
Unable to do anything but wait to be let off.
No!
As technicians struggle to manually gain control over each of the 3 spinning sections.
No!
There's not much time to act and every second is precious. The ride stopped because of an electrical malfunction.
Oh my!
Which means it can possibly start up again at any moment
Oh
and
my!
smash everything to pieces.
Oh!
Meanwhile, everyone's restraints are being tested to the max as they hang upside down with their full weight suspended in midair.
Oh my god!
A loose screw or moving part could send them into the concrete below.
Ow!
The workers have to level out the seats so that they are upright before lowering the ride. I can only imagine how high everyone's anxiety levels must have been.
I'm suing the shit out of the park and anybody within a 6-mile radius. Oh, Jesus.
Especially the family members watching from the outside. Number 8. Police arrive to find a mother of 2 is seeing things on the roof while holding her 2 children. She doesn't believe a word anyone has to say and thinks everyone is out to get her. Now it's up to them to bring everybody down safely. They climb onto the narrow ledge, and there's barely enough room for a grown man to stand. She is in such an anxious, delusional state that not even a legitimate badge and uniform are enough to convince her. My analysis of this part is that she thinks that he is putting away his badge too quickly, which in her mind means it must be fake.
There you go.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm
real.
really gonna see.
Get it right here. See?
She batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Eventually, she thinks he is real, but then she thinks his partner is an imposter.
What?
She reads his name tag out loud and freaks out.
No, not for you. Blaine.
Yo, she's crazy.
I think his name is Blaine Points or something like that, but I can't figure out what the significance is to her. Also, it sounds like she calls him a body avenger, whatever that means. At this point, she's
Get
so
the kids
frantic that she might
the
lose
hell
her
away
balance.
from her.
So the cops have to grab the kids by the arm and get into a terrifying tug of war.
Man.
The poor kid has an adult pulling on each arm. The situation is probably horrifying for them. Eventually, the police win and round the children up, who sadly probably won't be seeing their mother again until well into their teenage years, if ever. Number 7. These brave scientists are tracking the spread of Ebola by testing local bat colonies in the African Congo. You would think that they wouldn't want to find any traces of Ebola, but it's actually the exact opposite. They're hoping to follow the infected bats back to the source of Ebola to eradicate it once and for all. It's about 3 a.m., and they have hours of testing to do in the middle of the night before they can get any rest. They have to stay awake and alert at all times. Any one of the bats could be contaminated, and all it would take is a single bite or a direct transmission of fluids to cause the next human outbreak. They hose themselves down with a special medical spray and take other precautions, but I can't help but notice they have a lot of exposed skin,
Right.
particularly around the neck. If one of the bats lands on that area and sinks their teeth in, it could start another epidemic. All I know is that if I'm in the middle of an area known for Ebola, you better believe I want every square inch fully covered.
And you better believe I'm not gonna go nowhere near that location. I said location. The location. And you have your arms are exposed, like your neck is exposed, like you're not fully 100% covered up, some of you. So what would happen if one of those bats decided, they wanted to like sneeze or something? Hit you. Now it's on you. Like it's on your skin. Like it's on the exposed parts of your body. All because you didn't want to 100% cover up and a bat sneeze. Talking about something. Hit you.
Number 6. This video seems like it was made for no other purpose than to make whoever watches it feel extremely uncomfortable.
Sus?
A girl is standing in the middle of an abandoned schoolyard while some kind of twisted writing utensil named Pencil Face follows her around.
The hell?
With eyes spaced far apart in a destructive grin. I feel like they could be playing subliminal messages whenever they show Pencil Face, because some people report feeling hypnotized in the comments. There are many scenes to choose from, but maybe someone can tell me if they see or hear any hidden meanings during this part in particular.
Stay the hell in school. Jesus. She crazy too.
Eventually, the girl draws a spiral in midair that becomes a portal and sucks her inside.
What?
By the end of the video, Pencil Face seems quite pleased to have ended the girl's life. This is probably a well-done art project, but something about all of this reminds me of another evil creature on YouTube. I'm sure you know who I mean. Number 5.
I don't.
This man's job is probably one of the most anxiety-producing careers in the world. Each day, he has to check underwater pipes for clogs. You can't see anything down there, so the only way to check for clogs is to blindly feel around the outside of the pipe by hand.
Ew.
The red and black diver's outfit is the only thing separating his body from an entire system of stinking raw sewage.
Oh.
A single rip would flood him with endless waves of flesh-eating bacteria as he takes a final gulp of putrid wastewater.
Ew.
I think I seriously see duct tape around the gloves at the 5-minute, 30-second mark, so I don't feel too good about this mission. Soon, he is in over his head in the muck and fumbling around deep below. Look at how much sharp trash is around him.
Oh my God.
Lots and other pieces of trash float around the open-air sewer. I honestly can't believe he feels safe enough to do this. But here's another part that is just giving me tons of anxiety.
No, ya. Con eso.
Puedes saber cuánta basura hay.
Sí, ya sabemos cuánto.
¿Qué encontraste exótico allá abajo?
Pues hay nada más no veo yo abajo, entonces estoy tocando. Lo que hay es mucho pez.
He takes off his helmet and continues talking while covered in the germ-infested wastewater like it's
Ew.
no big deal.
That's nasty.
I mean, his face is fully exposed, and this just seems like the time to get out of the outfit immediately, not stand around and talk. Number 4. This 2-minute video shows a random lunatic losing his mind in a room full of nothing but trash. The way he makes noises to himself and slaps at the wall is enough to give anyone anxiety. The room is so disgusting that I think only someone with real problems would be down here. When he stops thrashing around long enough to talk, his voice sounds childlike and distant. It sounds like he's crawling on his hands and knees saying it's too long during this part, whatever that means.
What the hell was that?
Number 3, a YouTuber named Elton Minea Severo
Sus.
is recording a webcam video. When a phone call interrupts him, it looks like he might sense that something is nearby when he is talking,
What was
but he's
that?
too distracted by the conversation to give it much more than a
What is
moment's
that?
thought. As soon as he hangs up the phone, a white moon-shaped face peeks in from around the corner. It surveys the room for a bit before ducking down and leaping out of sight when Elton turns around, at which point you can momentarily see some kind of weird body with short arms and legs. There is a chance that all of this could be edited, but before you immediately think this is fake, keep in mind that it was recorded in 2006, so pretty much all webcam videos looked grainy like this. If anything, this was a pretty high quality video for its time, especially considering YouTube was less than 2 years old when it was uploaded, so who knows what it could have been. Number 2, this man only wanted 3 teeth taken out, but the dentist botched the procedure horribly. Listen to his story and tell me how somebody could accidentally remove every tooth in a
Oh, damn. Oh my God. That's not an accident. That bitch did that shit on purpose. That's not no accident. That's like so like at Chipotle, we fry the chips in a deep fryer with some hot 400 degrees oil, right? Boiling. It's hot. It's hell. Right? Something like that. That's equivalent to like somebody getting a pan of that hot ass oil and just throwing it on you. Talking about some, oops, my bad. It was an accident. While meanwhile, you got clucking 10-degree burns. Like, come on, bruh. That's not no accident. Somebody was out to get you. Or that person that did that shit on your teeth was having a bad day. If it was a female, she probably didn't get no dick, right? If it was a guy, he probably didn't get no puss, right? A number of things, like his paycheck was probably short. You know, he probably couldn't pay all his bills, right? Something personal could have happened, you know. A number of things. I'm just saying, that's a lawsuit and some. Like, God forbid that happens to me. Not only am I suing, and I'm getting money. I don't know why I said it like that. Money out the ass. I'm getting so much money and so many benefits that not only am I going to be good, but my kids are going to be good, and my kids' kids are going to be good. How do you go from only supposed to have 3 teeth pulled out, but most, if not all of your bitches are out of your teeth. Now you look like that. Come on. Hopefully I can show that meme of like, you ever see that meme of like Drake? I think obviously it's Photoshop, but like Drake without no teeth. Cool. That's crazy. That's a lawsuit and something. That's, how do you go from only supposed to get 3 teeth removed to basically all of your teeth? That's crazy. That shit was not no accident. That shit was on purpose. That shit was intentional. I just want to know the reason why that person did what they did.
Head.
My gums with the numbing gel. They took the first 3 that I asked them to, and then they just kept going.
I just don't see how any competent dentist could make this mistake. I mean, what kind of situation requires a patient to have all of their teeth removed? And more importantly, wouldn't the dentist at some point have to notice that they are removing healthy teeth? Listening to his reaction fills me with anxiety. I don't know if I'll ever be able to feel safe during my next checkup. I'm so sorry this happened to him. I hope he is about to get replacement teeth and lead a semi-normal life again.
I don't know how she's gonna look at me. I don't know how the rest of my friends are gonna look at me now.
Before we get to number
Damn.
1, my name is Chills, and I hope you're enjoying my narration.
I'm sorry,
Are you
bro.
curious about what I look like in real life? Then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT to find out. Do you like my narrations?
Damn.
If you answered yes, then tap the follow button and thank you for your support. It's a proven fact that generosity makes you a happier person. So if you're generous enough to hit the subscribe button and the bell beside it, then thank you. Also, don't forget I upload a new video here on YouTube every Thursday and Saturday. Number 1. Not too long ago, American ambassadors stationed in Cuba were hit by ultrasonic sound frequencies that left them completely crippled. Nobody knows who did it or exactly how. All they know is that somebody pointed sonic devices that emitted the following sounds. Before I let you listen, I need to say that I'm not responsible for what this next video might do to your hearing or mental capacity. Watch at your own risk. This is what was recorded on this fateful day. I don't know about you,
Sorry,
but I
excuse me.
really did not feel good after listening to even a short clip of that sound. I can only imagine what a sustained sonic blast would do to a person's overall health. The government is trying to explain this as some sort of loud variety of Cuba cricket, but that doesn't sound right to me. There just doesn't seem to be any way that this noise could possibly come from a normal insect. Have you ever been sitting in your house and suddenly felt like you were not alone? Well, many others have had this feeling, only to discover they were right.
Okay, so some of the videos that really stuck out to me that kind of freaked me out was definitely number 9 with the ride and you just dangling because the ride malfunction and you just dangling. Like, no, that's a lawsuit, right? And some, right? That would probably give me anxiety. What else? No, not that. I'm going through the video real quick. Probably the Ebola thing, because some of them, like I said, was not, and you can clearly see it in the video, some of them was not fully protected, was not fully covered up. So I don't know about that. Like, what if the bats decided, heck you. You know how fast germs travel, bruh? Come on. Jeez, especially when you sneeze. That would give me anxiety. Number 6 was just weird. I don't want to talk about that. Number six was just, I don't know what the hell that was. It was on like you man. If you found number 6, like story number 6, entertaining, you either high as hell or you on something. Cause that was just weird. What else? That's disgusting. What was it? Number 5. Number 5 is really disgusting. That's you literally have to be smelling like shit or like just like really bad by the end of your shift. I pray to God that you live by yourself. And I pray to God that you I have to itch. I pray to God that there we go. I pray to God that like you either that one, you live by yourself, because I know not a single person would appreciate that smell, right? And I hope you live in a house by yourself. Like, and no neighbors within a 6-mile radius. You know, not no apartments, not no condos, not no townhouses, not no mobile homes, not none of that. That's just nasty. And you have to pay me a whole lot of money to do that. That's nasty. That's no, that's not really. What was the one? No. Yeah, number two. Yeah, number two, like with the guy with the missing teeth. That I really hope he sued them. It wasn't only one person that did that. Like, it wasn't no other like nurses or like doctors that actually like in the room while the person did what they did in his mouth, like took away all his teeth. Like, there wasn't no other anybody in the room. It was just the guy, and I guess they're like the teeth doctor or something. What do you call them people? What do you call them people? Is that a dermatologist? I don't really know. I'm probably way off. But I guess truth be told, anybody can have anxiety. I guess it's just all like how you look at it, I guess. And like the situation. Cause you can be stressful not stressful, but like you can have anxiety at work, you know, in a relationship or friendships or, you know, at a ride, at a amusement park, anywhere with anybody doing anything. Like, you can have anxiety, I guess, and this video just proves that. So yeah, but as far as like anxiety, I would probably have it like every once in a, I don't know, like every once in a blue moon. Like, how I handle stress in like, what do they call it? Stressful situations such as public speak. Yeah, I guess stress. Wait, hold on. I got some more information on anxiety. Intense, excessive, persistent worry and fear about everyday situations. Fast heart rate, rapid breathing, sweating, and feeling tired may occur. Yeah, those symptoms, those words that I just said that described what anxiety is, I don't really have that. The last time I was really stressed out was probably my last year in high school, where I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. Did I want to go to college? Did I not? I was worrying about exams. I was worrying about graduating. I was just worried about like a lot. But ever since, that was back in 2011. So shouts out to anybody that graduated in 2011. What's up with you? All right. But yeah, I don't really how I handle certain situations. I'm very calm. I'm very relaxed, you know, because at the end of the day, God doesn't put you in situations where he knows that you can't handle them. So that's how I look at it. It's just the way it is. Now, I mean, there are certain days where, you know, I'm thinking a lot about a certain topic, but even then, I would just let it go and just stay positive and keep the faith that it will all work out. And for the most part, it does. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy, my family.